Hello there! Slightly different video today, but I thought I'd put this video quickly together and hopefully get it out before I do the stream on Wednesday, which, providing I get this edited, should be tonight, Wednesday the 8th of February. Right, so Steam is doing as they have done in the past 3 times a year. They're currently doing what's called a Steam Next Fest. It is, as it says, a celebration of upcoming games. There's hundreds of demos available for upcoming releases. These might be games indie, AAA, are coming out within the next... It could be coming out next week, it could be coming out in 2 weeks, it could be coming out in a year. There's hundreds of games available, and they're only going to be able to be played until the 13th of February. So I thought I would quickly show you a couple that I have cherry-picked from the festival that I think are well worth looking at. A quick preface to this video: if I mention at any point that a thing is on Game Pass, disclosure, I at the moment am receiving 3 months of Game Pass for free from Xbox Game Studios. Also, a game later on mentioned in this video, King of the Castle, I received for free from the developers of that game, Tributary Games. So that's, just want to disclose that right up front. Now let's get on with the video. The first game up is a game called Fabledom, which is a very quaint looking kind of medieval city builder, which is set in a fairy tale world, fairy tale kind of kingdom. Looks very nice, very lovely art style. I mean, it's not too dissimilar from other city builders, but hey, I like me a city builder. The next game I'd like to highlight is a game called Dad by the Sword, which sounds like a weird name for a game, because it kind of is. It looks like a weird game, but it's intriguing. It has some really cool, almost sword and shield gameplay. Almost sword and shield. Quite clearly sword and shield. It's almost kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of, now this is going to be a weird comparison, kind of reminds me of Chivalry in the way that you wield your sword, you can kick people into spikes and all that, but definitely not Chivalry when it comes to how the game looks. Now continuing the weird theme, we've got Orten Was the Case. This one looks fantastic. I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at, but I love it. Whatever it is, I love it. In the game, you play the role of a young teenager called Ziggy, who has woken up absolutely clueless after blacking out. This might be familiar to some people. No idea what happened to him the night before, and soon discovers that you're stuck in a Groundhog Day-esque time loop, with every morning giving way to the same day again and again. And that appears to be the core kind of loop of this game. Loop being the right word. It is intriguing and I want to play more of it, and I probably will play more. Check me out tonight, twitch.tv/alpacawhacker. Up after that, we have a game called MEATGRINDER, which is quite simply, the best way I can describe it is Cluster Truck on steroids. If you don't know what Cluster Truck is, it was a game where you were a person that stood on top of a truck. It was a convoy of trucks. The convoy would go, and your aim was to stay on top of the trucks. Sounds easy? Not so much, because trucks fly in at all different angles. The trucks have obstacles that they need to avoid. There are things actively trying to swipe the trucks out from underneath your feet, and you have to jump from one truck to the other till you get to the end point. Well, this is pretty much the same, except now you've got enemies with weapons. Cluster Truck on steroids. Is that not enough to sell you on this game? It looks amazing. The next game up is one that I didn't even know was in development, but it harkens back to a game that I absolutely loved as a teenager, Gene Rally 2. Gene Rally was a fantastic Wii racing game, top down, 2D, well, 2D for the most part. It was kind of like 3D sprites on a 2D plane, and this is kind of on a similar style, but more of a modern thing. It's apparently been in development for years, but has had a wee bit of issue with its production. I love Gene Rally. It was one of those games that you would pick up on like PC Gamer magazine, PC format, trying to think of other PC gaming magazines back in those days. This would have been early 2000s. And it would come with a disc, bunch of freeware, bunch of shareware, lots of game demos. This disc is where I discovered Gene Rally, and I played a lot of it. Simple, but so enjoyable. So enjoyable. It even had a custom track editor. It was fantastic. And now we've got a demo for Gene Rally 2. I'm really looking forward to this one. Up after that is a game called Bleak Sword. This one is it's kind of like a hack and slash roguelike game. But I mean, just look at it. Look at it. It looks... This is a common theme across all these games. They all look amazing in their own way. The way that I feel like this one stands out from other roguelites, however, is that you're on like a small tile that's floating on the air, and sometimes it can be like it's in motion. It's almost like you're on a 2D kind of like roguelite, but it just looks very unique. And there are so many roguelites out there that to stand out, it takes something special. Cult of the Lamb, for example, it was really special. Hades, something quite special. Binding of Isaac, something quite special. Now, I don't know if Bleak Sword is on the same level in terms of standing out there as all of them. I don't know if it'll have the same popularity, but it's definitely one worth checking out, and you should too. After that, we've got The Last Case of Benedict Fox, a Lovecraftian Metroidvania game. This all sounds good already. And what's even better is I believe this game is coming to Game Pass on day 1, 27th of April 2023. It looks lovely. Not every day that things filled with tentacles and Lovecraftian themes gets described as lovely, but it's a weird kind of day. I really like the look of it. It looks magical. It looks dark in a good way. It just aesthetics on point. Again, it looks atmospheric. It looks eerie. Look at that. That looks feckin' amazing. Next up is the long-awaited sequel reboot kind of thing of System Shock. Now, I recently went through and played System Shock 1 and 2. I say went through, I tried them. I'm not convinced that they hold up very well these days. But System Shock, not to be confused with System Shock, the original, this is coming out very soon. It's got a release date of March 2023, which, considering we've not heard much about this game for a while, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed. Now, hear me out, that's not a bad thing. I think what they might be doing here is put out a demo, maybe get a little bit of feedback about the game, and then potentially maybe delay it. Now, I might be cynical here with how I'm thinking about it. I'm not saying it will be, but if it does get delayed, that's alright as well. We've got a demo, let's try out the demo and enjoy it. And here we have Planet of Lana. This is a game that I've been personally following for quite a while, just because of I saw the trailer originally and I fell in love with it. It is a 2D puzzle platformer, and just look at it. Look at it. It's kind of Metroid in some aspects. It kind of reminds me of the game A Juggler's Tale, which was a gorgeous game that I played maybe a year ago. Very short game that. This one, I don't know how long it is, but look at it. It's got vibes of Inside, another fantastic game. Look at this! Whale! Look at it. It looks amazing. Look, you can ride... Your character is riding one of those robotic things. You've got a wee monkey cat pig thing as a friend. I'm actually not sure exactly what it is, but it looks amazing. I would say out of all the games, this is the game that I am anticipating the most. This is the one that I am most excited about. Finally, we have a game called King of the Castle. It's got Twitch integration, It allows your chat to vote on things. The summary of the game is that you play a monarch. Your chat will be able to join the game and be part of 3 or 4 different regions. And what are the regions trying to do? They're trying to overthrow you. Yeah, it's a lovely game where your chat gets to try and overthrow you. What's not to love? Like I said, I did receive my copy of the game for free from Tributary. I love the game so much. I'm going to be playing more of it over on twitch.tv/alpacawhacker. It's coming out on the 2nd of March. That's less than a month away. And they even just revealed the pricing. That is exceptionally fair. $5, £4, €4. That's about half of what I was expecting, if not more than half. That is an incredibly reasonable price for a game. But you see some games sometimes and you think, ooh, that seems a bit expensive. Oh, you go, that's bang on the money. I'm happy to pay that. Oh, I am more than happy to pay that amount for the game. I don't have to. I got it for free. But I would be more than happy paying that price for that game. And I'd be more than happy to recommend it at that price. There are some times that we, content creators, streamers, YouTubers, we sometimes get games that we love and then we learn about the price tag, or maybe we know about the price tag at the same time. It's like, I recommend this game if you can get it on sale because it's a great game, but it feels a little bit overpriced. Not the case with this one. But of course, value, price, that is subjective. As with all these games, demos, style, you'll all like what you like. You'll like your own things, you won't like other things. Just because I like it doesn't mean you'll like it. Because you like it doesn't mean I'll like it. It is what it is. But there'll be something for everyone, I'm sure. Check out as many demos as you can. You've only got until February the 13th. Anyway, thank you for watching this quick look at the Steam Next Fest. Hopefully see you over on Twitch. Bye for now.